Why does our defense suck so bad? I'm not talking for the whole game. I just mean at the end there. Wait, let me... It's better. Before I get into the rest of the game, I just want to talk about what happened at the end there. They have the puck in their zone. We mishandle it, goes back. Subban goes back, kicks it out. Why do we have two defenders going for the puck? Why do we have two defenders going at one person for the puck that they are obviously going to pass out in front? Why did we not have one guy go up and guard the other one? That way it's not 2-on-1. Why? Explain. Blashill, explain your defense. Please, it makes no sense. Or that was just complete miscommunication from our players. But from what I've seen, our players aren't that bad. That just looked like either terrible miscommunication or terrible game plan from Blashill. And what I've seen from Blashill and our communication, I am more willing to blame it on Blashill. Because that guy, the only reason I do not advocate for him to be fired is because Steve Yzerman said that he trusts him. And I trust Steve Yzerman. But I'm starting to question you, Steve. I haven't questioned you on anything else. You know, Lucas Raymond, Moritz Seider, keeping Moritz Seider down in the minors for so long, you know, I didn't question any of it, Steve, because I know you have a plan, and you have a very specific plan, and it's a very similar plan to what we did back in the 80s to get us to the 90s, and then, you know, have our late 90s, early 2000s dynasty. But last time I checked, I don't think during any of that we had such a terrible coach like Blashill. I could be wrong on that one. I mean, we had some coaches that might have thrown players under the bus multiple times. But at least they were better at game planning. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. That defense at the end was just horrendous. And I mean, Larkin, he played good in that overtime. He got the poke check that generated a 2-on-1 for us, and we fumbled it. And we didn't capitalize, and we mishandled the puck. And Bobby Ryan at the end of that third period, I mean, he was doing everything he could to get us that win. And in overtime, he was doing everything he could to get us that win. Bobby Ryan should not take any of the blame for this. He was doing everything he could. And Greiss, yes, he allowed that last goal, okay? But if it wasn't for our terrible defense, it wouldn't have been the same situation. So I'm not willing to put all the blame on Greiss. Partial blame on Greiss. He could have done some things better. But do not fully blame Greiss for this when it was our defense that caused the 2-on-1. Which shouldn't have been the situation in the first place. I mean, we started bad. They scored 2 goals in the first. We started way too slow. At least I think they were both in the first. But we started way too slow. But then after the first period, we started to get better and progressively get better and better. So if we just don't start slow and we only allow, let's say, 1 goal in the first period, this game is completely different. We don't have to climb all the way back from 2-0. I mean, we fought so hard to win this one. We fought so hard to end this one. And it's tough, especially when we have a guy like Bertuzzi out. And, you know, I know I mentioned this after every game, but it's really tough when we have a guy like Bertuzzi out who would have helped us in that situation. I mean, the one overtime that we've won in is because of how good Bertuzzi is. He scored the goal that won us that overtime against Columbus, I think. So it's tough when we don't have our best goal scorer out there. Maybe it's a debate between, you know, Larkin and Bertuzzi, but in my opinion, I think it's Bertuzzi and then Larkin are the best goal scorers on this team. But It's just our defense was not the best. The goaltending could have been better, but don't put all the blame on Grice. I mean, one thing that is positive we can take away from this, Nemenstikov is actually getting some offense going. I mean, he's gotten a few goals in these past few games, and he's helped us win. He helped us win against Nashville. He's generating more offense. He started off slow at the beginning of the year, didn't do the best offensively, but now he's getting better. He's getting better. So Vladislav Nemenstikov, probably contender for some of the most Russian names in Red Wings history. He's getting better. I don't think we should give up on Vladislav. He still has a lot of promise, and I think he's getting up. He's coming out of the slump. He's playing better offense. We are capitalizing better. We're not capitalizing as good as we should, but we're capitalizing better when it comes to setting ourselves up. Because, some of those losses, most of those losses, back when we had our huge losing streak, it was because we set ourselves up and we didn't capitalize. Well, this game we set ourselves up and we actually capitalized a little bit. So, and I know I'm dogging our defense and I'm saying our defense is bad, but we actually didn't get blown out as far as shots on goal are concerned for a good portion of this game. We've been a lot better with shots on goal. At the beginning of the season, I was like, oh no, here we go again, where we get way less shots on goal than the other team, but we've improved in that tremendously. So, to those of you Red Wings fans who were talking about the tank, oh, I want the tank, I don't want us to win because we should tank, we're still going to lose games. We're still going to pick top 10 in the draft. So, don't worry about that. In fact, we might even get a top 5 pick. But at least this way, we are being competitive. Because some of these games that we lose are very close. They're competitive. They're entertaining. We're bad, but we're still entertaining. It's not like we're bad, but we're getting blown out every single loss. There are actually a good amount of losses where it is a close game. And it's entertaining to watch this team. So, I mean, it helps the younger guys because, we're being competitive, we're actually playing good sometimes, and we're not just playing like a complete garbage fire, and it's helping our team, it's helping our confidence a bit more. So, we're still going to pick high, but it's going to help our guys in the long run once we do get better, so... Yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this one. It's just, sorry I'm touching my nose a lot. I feel like I feel like I have to blow my nose. There's a tissue. Yeah, I had to freaking blow my nose. Sorry. Not sick. I don't have COVID. But I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny.
Love on each other, as in, tell each other they love